Today's news.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Monica Rick.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
Protesters are outside the Supreme Court today where justices are hearing arguments over a big settlement with OxyContin maker Purdue Pharma and whether the Sackler family can still face damage claims from opioid victims and their families. Chris Gannett with the Justice Department.
It permits the Sacklers to decide how much they're going to contribute. It grants the Sacklers the functional equivalent of a discharge. What they might get if they themselves were in bankruptcy, though even such a discharge would not extend as this one does to claims involving fraud and willful misconduct.
Palestinians are once again caught in the crossfire now as Israel ramps up attacks on Hamas in southern Gaza. CBS's Chris Livesay in Jerusalem.
An airstrike blasts the city of Khan Yunis, the suspected command center of Hamas, but also the home to hundreds of thousands of civilians. Israel's ground operation is now spread across the Gaza Strip, even in the once relatively safer south, where Israel says Hamas is hiding behind human shields.
Many say there is nowhere to run. Meantime, the Biden administration is warning Congress it still needs to pass aid for Ukraine. Here's CBS's Kimmy McCormick.
The director of the Office of Management and Budget says the U.S. will run out of funding to send weapons to Ukraine by the end of the year, and that would kneecap Ukraine on the battlefield. She said the U.S. has also run out of money to help Ukraine's economy, which could mean it is unable to keep fighting.
Police in Philadelphia arrested a man who allegedly stabbed two security guards at a Macy's in Center City for stealing hats. Police Commissioner John Stanford.
At that point, they retrieve the merchandise. He exits the store. He comes back about 10 or 15 minutes later, and that's when he approaches the two security guards with knife in hand and begins to assault them.
One of those guards later died. Flood watches are in effect now for the Pacific Northwest thanks to an atmospheric river. Parts of Washington State and Oregon could get up to 12 inches of rain. And Florida State fans are heated today over their playoff snub. Here's CBS's Dana Jacobson.
In Tallahassee, the party was quickly over.
Even though Florida State capped off an undefeated season Saturday, on Sunday, Texas and Alabama jumped ahead of the Seminoles.
We get left out even when we win.
Marking the first time an unbeaten Power 5 conference champion missed the playoffs. The selection committee chairman said quarterback Jordan Travis's season-ending injury was a major factor. Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama will now play for the title next month. Florida State takes on Georgia. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 61 degrees outside.